Hi, I'm Hayley from Seamless Hair Extensions, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can apply seamless tape hair extensions in your hair at home. Now, while I recommend that you get tape hair extensions applied by a professional in a salon, there are some times when you can't go to a salon or you don't have the money to pay for your tapes to be put into your hair. So what I'll show you in this video is how you can apply tape hair extensions by yourself at home. So the tools that you'll need to apply the tape hair extensions are a brush, a metal tail comb, some hair clips to hold your hair, flat nose pliers, hairdressing scissors, hairdressing thinners, and a razor. And you'll also need 2 mirrors. One mirror, make sure that it's a handheld or a portable mirror so that when you're doing the back of your hair, you can see with the handheld mirror where you're applying the tape extensions at the back. So the color tape-ins that I'm putting in today, I'm going to start with our Coco Ombre color. So there's 100 grams of hair there. I most probably will need more than 100 grams because my hair is quite thick and the ends of my hair are quite a blunt cut. So to make sure that the tape's blended with my hair, I'll probably have to put more in. So I'm going to also be using our Havana highlights as well, just to add a little bit of sort of blonde highlights towards the front of my hair. So I just want to go over the do's and don'ts for your hair prep before you put the tape extensions into your hair. So you want to make sure that you wash your hair 2 to 3 times with shampoo, just to make sure that the roots are super clean and there's no natural oils still sitting on the hair. If you do need to use conditioner, just make sure that you're putting conditioner only on the very ends, nowhere near the root of your hair. Now you also want to make sure that you don't use any hairspray, dry shampoo, leave-in conditioners, leave-in oils, nothing like that on your hair, because anything that you have on the root of your hair might affect the way the tape adhesive adheres to your hair. So you want to make sure that your hair is squeaky clean, and this will ensure that your tapes will stay in for the 8 weeks. So I've parted my hair where I want it, and I'll apply the tapes around this part. So underneath, I'm going to section out just the very bottom of hair where the lowest tapes are going to sit. Have a look. I'm just going to clip this up so I can have a better look. So once you've parted it, just pull the hair up to see if you're going to see any of the tapes sitting there. So I'm going to apply 1 tape here and 1 tape here to start with. So with the extensions at the back where I can't see, I'm going to be applying the tape straight onto the hair, then lifting it up and applying the tape underneath. The reason I'm doing it this way at the back is because it's a lot harder to place the tapes underneath, but all the tapes at the front and on the top, I'm going to be doing the normal method of placing the tape underneath and then sandwiching on top. The reason I do it that way is because you can select how much hair is actually sandwiching between the tape, because you want to make sure that you're selecting not too thin a piece, but also not too thick a piece. So the first bit of tape, I'm going to peel off the backing. I'm going to get my mirror. Just make sure you can see me too. And then I'm going to apply my first tape, and you want to make sure you don't go too close to the root of the hair, because when the tape gets pulled up, it's going to pull on your hair. So that's the first bit. And then I'm going to peel off the tape from the second piece of tape, peel off the backing paper from the second piece of tape. And then you're going to feel where this bit of tape is stuck. And you're going to pull it up as cleanly as possible. I'm just going to put that piece of tape down for a second. You're going to pull out that bit of tape with the hair that it's stuck to, like so. And then get your clip and clip it like that, so it's up and out of the way. I'm just going to turn the light on because I cannot see a thing in this bathroom. And then you're going to get your long nose pliers and just sandwich those pieces together. And then that's your first piece done. So now we'll do the next piece. You'll probably see in the video that it's very fiddly to do. So even me, as someone who does them a lot, I still find it hard to do it by myself. But persistence is key and you just want to be patient. Okay, I've done those 5 at the back, so now I'm going to start doing the sides at the front. So I'm going to start with the thicker side of hair first, so this side here. And I'm going to angle the tapes so that they're sitting on a 45-degree angle this way. So with these side ones, I'm going to section out a piece of hair first and then put the tape underneath and then sandwich the second piece of tape on top. So you want to get a piece of hair that's about that thick, not thinner than that, otherwise the tape can pull too much on your hair. With this next tape that I put in, I'm going to use the Havana highlights to put one of these Havana highlights underneath and then continue with the Coco Ombre on top. So that'll give a really nice sort of highlight effect through my hair. And you just want to, as you're doing it, you want to see where you've got the gaps, because that determines where you're going to put the next piece of tape. So you can see here that I've got a gap here. So I'm going to put the next tape here to cover up that gap. So you'll see that this tape here, I've angled almost like parallel to the hairline of my hair. And this is so it pushes the hair towards the front of my fringe to fill in that area, so that when I shape in my hair at the end, you can see that it's already filling in that those shorter pieces there. So that's a good idea to do if you've got a fringe that you're growing out, or short broken off layers like my hair towards the front. Okay, so I've filled in most of this side, so I'm going to do this side now. Now that I've filled in some of this side, I'm just gonna section out the top crown area that I don't want to fill, just so I can see where I'm placing the tapes around the side here. Now I'm just going over my hair just to see if there are any gaps, and then I'll fill them in. Okay, I'm happy with the placement of all the tapes. I used almost 150 grams of tapes, which is about 60 pieces, so 30 sandwiches. So it's always good to have a few tapes left over, because once you wash your hair, it allows the extensions to settle into your hair better. So I've left about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces left, so that once I've washed my hair, if I need to fill in sort of any other areas that I'm not happy with, I've got enough tapes to do so. So now I'm going to grab my straightener and just straighten the top of my hair to blend it in, and then I'll show you how to cut the extensions into your hair. Okay, now to cut the hair, part it down the middle as best as you can and bring all the hair forward. And then you just want to decide what length you want the hair to be. I'm going to cut off about almost an inch of hair. I'm just going to do a blunt cut to start with. And then match that up to the other side. Then for the front, what you want to do is get your razor and then where your hair ends, you want to just razor the tape ends to match. This makes such a difference to how well your extensions are going to blend. Then you can use your scissors to fix up any little spots that are still not tapered. And then you want to match up the level of what you've just tapered into the side layer of your hair. And then if you've got any layers underneath that are poking through, you can get your thinning shears and just thin them out so they're not as noticeable. It doesn't help that my layers underneath are a bit darker, so they stand out a bit more. But once I dye those underneath pieces, you won't even know that they're there. And that's how you apply seamless tape hair extensions all by yourself. So I must admit it's very time consuming and you have to have a lot of patience, but it is worth it in the end. Obviously it's always better to get a professional to apply them in a salon, but if you really need to, this is the way you can do it yourself. Once you've put all the tapes in, you can put a hair oil onto your hair and the extensions, but just make sure you don't put any of the oil near the tape adhesive, because the oil will make the adhesive get tacky and make the tapes slip out of your hair. So keep watching just to see the before and after photo and video comparison, and thank you so much for watching.